Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel Economists. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been a hot-button issue for many of us, the rising electricity prices in Pakistan. Over the past decade, electricity costs have skyrocketed, impacting households and businesses alike. In this video, we'll unpack the complex factors driving these increases and discuss both immediate and long-term strategies to stabilize and reduce electricity prices. Let's get started. To understand why electricity prices are so high in Pakistan, we need to look at several key factors. Energy mix and dependence on imported fuels. Pakistan relies heavily on imported fossil fuels like oil and gas for energy production. This makes us vulnerable to global price fluctuations. Plus, the depreciation of the Pakistani rupee against the US dollar makes these imports even more expensive, which directly affects our electricity bills. Infrastructure deficiencies. Our electricity infrastructure is outdated and poorly maintained. This leads to significant transmission and distribution losses, sometimes as high as 25%. These inefficiencies mean higher tariffs to cover these losses. Circular debt crisis. The circular debt crisis is a persistent issue. It occurs when the revenue collected from consumers is less than the cost of electricity production. This debt accumulates, affecting the liquidity of power producers and discouraging further investment in the sector. Regulatory and policy shortcomings. Our regulatory frameworks haven't kept pace with the changing dynamics of the energy sector. Policy inconsistencies and delays in implementing necessary reforms have hindered progress towards stable and affordable electricity pricing. External factors. Geopolitical tensions and global economic conditions also influence the cost of energy imports. For example, conflicts in the Middle East can drive up oil prices, which in turn raises our electricity costs. Section 2, Trend Analysis of Energy Prices. Let's look at the historical trends in electricity prices in Pakistan. Historical price trends. 2010 to 2015. Moderate increases driven by rising fuel import costs and infrastructure degradation. 2016 to 2020, significant price surges due to escalating global oil prices, currency depreciation, and worsening circular debt. 2021 to 2023, extreme volatility due to the COVID-19 pandemic disrupting global supply chains and inflating fuel costs. Domestic policy reforms led to direct price increases for consumers. Factors influencing trends. Global oil prices. There's a clear link between international crude oil prices and local electricity tariffs. Exchange rate fluctuations. Depreciation of the Pakistani rupee consistently makes energy imports more expensive. Policy interventions. Government actions like subsidies and tariff adjustments periodically alter the trajectory of electricity prices. Section 3. Current status. Currently, Pakistan has one of the highest average electricity tariffs in the region. This strains both residential and industrial consumers and creates unpredictability in financial planning. Section 4. Policy options for Pakistan. Addressing the issue requires a mix of immediate relief measures and long-term structural reforms. Long-term policy options. Diversification of energy mix. Invest in renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. Enhance the use of local resources such as their coal with sustainable practices. Infrastructure improvement. Modernize the electricity grid and implement smart grid technologies. Regular maintenance and capacity building initiatives for technical staff are essential. Financial and regulatory reforms. Develop a strategy to resolve the circular debt crisis. Strengthen regulatory bodies for efficient and independent operations. Consumer protection and subsidy reforms. Shift to targeted subsidies for low-income households and educate consumers on energy conservation. International cooperation and investment. Engage in bilateral and multilateral agreements for stable energy supplies and attract foreign investment in the energy sector. Short-term policy options. Targeted subsidies for vulnerable populations. Use existing social safety nets to provide subsidies to low-income households. Temporary tariff freezes or reductions. Stabilize household expenses by temporarily freezing or reducing tariffs. Payment plan flexibility. Offer flexible payment plans for electricity bills to spread the financial burden. Energy conservation campaigns. educate the public on energy-saving practices, and incentivize the purchase of energy-efficient appliances. Fuel price adjustment mechanism. Introduce a smoothing mechanism to spread out fuel price adjustments over several months. Financial support for power companies. Provide financial assistance to power companies to ensure they can maintain operations without transferring the burden to consumers. Temporary reduction in taxes and duties. Lower taxes and duties on electricity to reduce overall costs for consumers. Enhancing efficiency and reducing losses. Implement immediate measures to reduce transmission and distribution losses. In conclusion, the surge in electricity prices in Pakistan is driven by a mix of internal inefficiencies and external dependencies. A strategic approach combining energy mix diversification, infrastructure improvement, financial reforms, consumer protection, and international cooperation is essential to stabilize and reduce electricity prices. By addressing these challenges holistically, Pakistan can pave the way for a more sustainable and economically viable energy sector. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful videos. Thanks for watching.